Please welcome your host, Joe Ward.
Welcome. Primerica Live, welcome. This show's gonna be a little bit different. I know you're like, oh, it's just another MIT show, and it's just another MIT class. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Look, I've been doing this. I've done this MC thing. This is my 4th time, and I'm just telling y'all, Primerica, and I know you're gonna say the class you were a part of was the best class ever, but I really think that this class might be the best MIT class ever. And Primerica, I just wanna introduce you to this particular MIT class. MIT! I'm telling you, y'all ain't had that energy there. I'm just telling you. Them other classes. Hey, look, this is the future of Primerica, and we are very, very excited about it. We just collectively, and you know, as being your MC for the weekend, I'm gonna speak for you guys in just thanking everyone at the home office, everyone that had anything to do with this weekend. Obviously, the top of Primerica with Glenn, Peter, Julie, Bobby, all of those people, but please put your hands together for everybody that did everything at Chateau Elan over the weekend. Just unbelievable. And I'm telling you guys, this is a scenario, right? And I want y'all to understand before we bring up our first speaker, Primerica, you need to get your people in this environment. And for you to get your people into this environment, you gotta have a goal and a focus of promoting regional vice presidents. We are not here, Primerica, just to make a dollar. We are not here even just to change families' lives. That is a part of our mission. Our main mission, if we're truly going to change the lives of people all over North America, we've got to promote the people that are going to build it, and that's regional vice presidents just like these people here. All weekend long, all of these incredible $1 million earners have been talking to this class about how they can maximize this opportunity. And it comes down to growing people, growing licenses, field trainers, and eventually regional vice presidents. Are y'all gonna promote any? Yeah! Are y'all gonna promote any? Yeah! Well, our very first speaker is the most unbelievable example of teaching you how to build a hierarchy, how to build regional vice presidents. I'll give a couple of stats. You already know about her. I call her the mother of women in Primerica. That's what I call her, right? 238 regional vice presidents, 4,400 code numbers, $5 billion in assets under management, got to $1.5 million, but has $5 million earners inside her organization. Put your hands together, M.I.T, for the awesome, the unbelievable Frances Avrett.
You're probably the most excited MIT class I've ever seen. I'll tell you, know about you're loud and proud. Is that right? Yes, this is exactly right. And I've been with you this weekend, and I know the kind of things you've been hearing. I've talked to you outside of when we were not on the stage, but having fun at Bobby's and out at the chateau. And everybody I've spoken to told me they're going back home with a whole different level of understanding of what they're supposed to do and how they're going to do it. And that's exactly what MIT is supposed to do for you. Congratulations on being here, and congratulations on being a great, great team of people that will take our company forward. It's been real important to me over the last few years as I look at my history in the business, 45 years, and seeing where we are and recognizing how important the newest RVPs are in building us to the future. We're about to celebrate 50 years in our company, and we want the next 50 years to be more exciting than this 50 years and to give the people a chance that come on board to have something just as incredible as you have today. Folks, we are a good company. We're a company that does good things every day. And you're a part of that, and I'm proud to be your teammate. So I want to talk to you, I want to talk to you about the things that I know, the thing. It's not the things, it's the thing, the one thing we've got to always remember. Art gave us a vision many years ago of building companies within a company that people could make fortunes, and that has happened. But he didn't just give us a vision of building, of taking, doing that with an industry. He gave us a method to do it. And the main part of that method is recruiting. And that means that every one of us have to become a recruiter. And as you, I never know where these screens are going to be. This time I'm going to take the glasses off to see it. Mastering recruiting is the most important task for a successful builder. Now, I'm giving you a little bit of my history and how I did it. I don't know a lot about how everybody else did it, but when I heard Art say that we were going to build a company across North America that would beat the industry, that would change an industry to do what was right, and that we were going to do it in every city, village, and hamlet, and we were going to do it through recruiting, I wrote those words down, and he said, you've got to master recruiting. I want you to leave here with all of your notes, and remember, at the top of the page is master recruiting. As Bill just told you, it's your team does it, but you do it. You become the master recruiter. And as you're building people, that's how you build it. If you can do it yourself, you can teach others to do it. As I look at the why and the how of recruiting, at Primerica, this is what we were told by Art Williams, is still true today. We found the better way to prospect through recruiting, because recruiting is your lifeblood. See, every recruit that you bring into business will open a door to a market that you do not have today. That market can be amazing because that person knows people that you don't know, and then those people know people that recruit doesn't know. And it's just amazing how fast your organization can take off if you understand that. Recruiting is the doorway to that market that I just talked about. Prospecting by selling the opportunity. You want to do that. People all over are turned off by sales. And you run around your city, your little town, your community, and tell people you're in the life insurance business, and you watch them cross the street when you start coming, even in your neighborhood. It's not I used to tell people, and I still see it's true today, children don't pretend they're going to be life insurance agents. That's not at the top of the list. So when we talk about that as a way to recruit, we kill our recruiting opportunity right off the bat. Now, is it a great thing to talk about what we do with Buy Term and Invest the Difference and changing an industry? You bet it is. Our clients have better insurance products than anybody, and they love it. So I want you to, children that are growing up in Primerica don't feel that way about life insurance. But I don't want you to talk about that because you kill your recruiting opportunity. So your vision is going to create your reality. How big do you see it? So what I know is if you want to be a great recruiter, you've got to be great at selling the dream. And you do that by finding out what people want And then you talk to them about what they want and how they can do it. Find out what their dreams are and show them how to make their dreams come true. You know, this is Ray Kroc built one of the largest distribution companies in the food industry with McDonald's, but he didn't sell hamburgers, he sold the dream of owning a business. We must sell the dream of owning a company. Use those words. I want you to join me as we build a company and open outlets and override those outlets. And I'm going to give you that here in just a minute. We are in the distribution business like Ray Kroc was. And I see too many people not realizing how big their opportunity is because they think they're in the sales business. When you're in the sales business, you're out of business every day. Unless you just want to go build fire, but people don't want to be salesmen. You know, our opportunity is to open the outlets. Watch these words. To open the outlets, to override the people that are in those outlets as they sell the most important, as we offer one of the best products in North America in the industry, and then you have a chance for ownership. I would get nervous when people would ask me, what do you do? Because I couldn't think of all the words, so I wrote those 4 O's down. I said, well, our opportunity is to open the outlets, and we get a chance to override everything that outlet does, that office does. And then one day we can have ownership of the business we're building. Those words grab people's attention. And I can tell you, when you start recruiting, never forget you want to recruit width and depth. And when do you start depth? The minute you recruit somebody. If I recruited you today, my first thing, I don't want to tell you to go to class. I don't want to talk to you about field training. I want to talk to you about starting your business. Let's open the outlets. Let's go get 3 people on your team right away. Now, am I going to tell them about all that other stuff pretty quick? Yes, I am. But if the first thing out of my mouth is that we're going to get a license, then I just put them in the insurance business. I just put them in sales. The first thing out of my mouth is, we're going to get your business started. Let's go get 3 people on your team. Let's go open your first outlets. You see, here it is. The multiples are so important to understand. If I learned one thing early in the business from Art Williams was how important the multiples was. He said, you get 3 to get 3 to get 3. Well, if you get 3, if 1 times 3 is done 10 times, that's 30. But if you get 3 by 3 by 3 done 10 times, that's 59,000. You can have thousands of people on your team. Every recruit's a doorway to a market. How many of those people did you know? Not many, but the people they know, who they know, who they know. Folks, this is a recruiting business, and we do it not through addition, but through multiplication, just like you see. You know, to build total financial independence, you've got to recruit wide and deep. Now, let's talk about this deep for just a minute. We've done some research, Bill and I are good friends, and we really like to ask people this question that are very successful. How deep were you? And they would say, 4 deep, just about every time. Just about all of the great leaders. Now, I was not 4 deep. I happened to be one of the oddballs that I was the first one in my lineage. But most people are 4 deep before somebody found that star. So what I can tell you is, you have got to have the mindset of 4 deep. Now, here's the $1 million question that everybody asks. How deep do you go with a new person? All the way to China. As far down as you can get somebody to take you. Have fun drawing those circles that take you down, down, down. Folks, listen, this is the greatest opportunity that's ever been in North America for us to build a great business, to open those outlets. And we're 50 years old real soon, and we're not done yet. We've just begun. This is the beginning of a whole new era. Let's keep the multiples alive. Thank you so much.
Hey, listen, y'all. And we appreciate you giving one of our Primerica legends their flowers while they're still here with us. We need to keep the flame of those messages in place. You came here to build a business, didn't you? Yes. You came here to work and have a business that will work outside of you. See, that still excites me. It still excites me when they talk about the multiples. We've been able to see that happen. When I promoted my first regional vice president, it seemed like the hardest thing in the world. I didn't think I was ever going to be able to promote another regional vice president. We have regional vice presidents getting promoted now. I don't even know. Y'all missed that. You'll catch that later, right? That's the kind of business that you want. Are you with me? Yeah. Now, we went from one of our Primerica legends that helped to solidify what we have today, but we want to show you that our future is still bright. But we've got some young tigers in the game, right? We got some new $1 million earners that are carrying this company forward. And I'm telling you right now, it's one of my buddies in the business. We came up in this thing together. Let me tell you a little bit about your next speaker, right? They've got 10 regional vice presidents, right? They've got 800 codes inside their base shop. $36 million in assets under management, building a balanced business, right? The former occupation was a truck driver. See, your background doesn't matter here. We need to go recruit everybody, give everybody an opportunity. Listen to this. They made $50,000 in the base shop as a division. They ran 100 by 100 base shop in the base shop as a regional leader, right? Yes. Man, they were developed by the awesome, great friend of mine, Frank Dillon, yes. Right? I want y'all to put your hands together and get ready at home for number one, $69 million earner, Henry Pimentel.
Another level, and I can tell you, man, this is special. Thank you so much. Thank you, home office, man. Thank you, Joe, because let me tell you, man, we are not just a friend, we are a family right here. You can see the atmosphere, yes or no, guys? So listen, now we're gonna talk about how we can explode this immediately. You don't have to wait, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, right? The first thing that you need to understand is that this business is about duplication. Right here, you see the status, right, of our great founder, William. This is magic when you start building, guys, which is gonna give you the financial independence. You see from the founders through those kids that are now, bringing the baton and doing fantastic, they all have something in common that they build. Yes or no? Yes. So the first thing is that build a culture, not an environment only. A culture is better than what? Than an environment. And let's go. We have a beautiful environment in our office, but we build a culture. A culture of what? Of making money, of building people, of self-development, of leadership, right? You heard Gene Coker saying yesterday, right, the whole list and how you can build your business. Yes or no? Yes. So the number one slide is that if you are right here or maybe you home, we gonna have a big vision. The vision is this year, before the convention, we want 10 new RVPs, giants. I'm so proud of you. 1,000 licenses, 300 new district leaders, 150 Navy SEALs, and 20 new team leaders, right? And let's go to the second slide, right? In this slide, I'm gonna show you what we're doing. Every system work. But you know what? We're very jealous with this picture right here, guys. Because that's the only thing that we do. When we recruit somebody, we immediately field train that person, right? What do? We bring them to the 3x3 and got the license at the same time, right? What is the purpose of that? Not only that they're gonna become a district leader, but it's that they're gonna make money. They're gonna make what? Money. They come here because they want to see what? Some extra what? Income, yes or no? Yes. Which is what? The bonus, guys. So then in 2 weeks, we have the expectation that in 2 weeks, that person gonna become district leader, right? So if they don't become district leader, because you know, sometimes there is people that take more time, it's 4 weeks. But what we do is something amazing. We give it 2 weeks more. They do another 3x3. And if they don't pass the license, we give the promotion of 50%, right? So 6x6 in total. Just for the people that don't pass what? The license. But we have something magical in our base, which is in our hierarchy, which is the Navy SEAL. As you can see right there, the Navy SEAL is a 90-day program that we have, right? That when the person going to that program, yes, in these 90 days, they explode their business. Why? Because they become a certified trainer, right? Now they know how to make money and they know how to train other people, right? And that gonna give them the lead to become a regional vice president under a year. Yes or no? Yes. And that's what we need. We need to develop regional what? Vice president. So this is the mindset. Let's go for the mindset. Our mindset is to develop district leader. No one gonna take us that mindset because we make that on that mindset, right? The other one is what? Develop a strong people-minded, which is a Navy SEAL program. Top recruiters. You hear all the founders say that the double-digit recruiting is the base of everything. We call them top recruiter. Team leaders, people that know how to run a team, right? And 48-24 system. I'm gonna explain you a little bit in detail. 48 is the, let me see, okay, I have it. So is that somebody come to your meeting or you going and do a KTA, what's gonna happen is that in 24 hours, you need to see that person. And in another 24 hours, you need to get some recruit under that person. This is true, guys. It makes us our business explode, right? This is like our what? Our bread and butter. If you recruit somebody, immediately you need to see that person and go over the training plan. We call it training plan, right? The CRM, hey, we have people working for us on the CRM. I close 2 or 3 policies. I recruit 2 or 3 every week just from the CRM and RCN system. Primerica Social. You know, we have a bunch of new and powerful new leaders now, John, that they do application through what? Through their phone, guys. Hey, we need to take advantage of all of that. And let's go when we sit down with somebody. When we sit down with somebody, the first thing that we do with this new associate is, hello, let's talk about business, right? This business is about money, yes or no? Yes. What we distribute, financial what? Services. You know, district leader come from distribution. Yes. District leader come from where? Distribution. So if you come here in 4 weeks, we expect you to what? To do your 3x3, get your bonus, right? And have these seven benefits that we're gonna offer you, right? We don't gonna give it to you, you have to earn it, right? The bonus, right? The override, a team, promotions, refers, non-line services. You're gonna graduate at the experience, which is the most important thing. right? The experience, and you're gonna have a 50% what? Contract. What is that you have to do in order to get that? What we want, our expectation is that you have to be in every meeting. In every what? Meeting. Attendance is so important, guys. We train our leaders to be a king on the attendance. Because of what, guys? Just one word can change it at all. Yes or no? Yes. So the second thing is that when I sit down with you, I'm gonna close, the hot market on you. The 3 most influential. I don't gonna take a list of 100 people right there. We're gonna go for the people that you have so much influence, and we're gonna recruit those 3 direct, the best. We say, can you give me your best 3 people to build your business? You see? Hey, those 3 people gonna make an explosion in your team, right? So, and the last is that in 2 weeks, you need to pass your license, right? 2 weeks. Don't give 4 weeks, don't give 6 weeks. You have to give them a time frame of 2 weeks because they're gonna take 4 weeks. That's the way it is. So then, here we go. This is what we promote. You see, this, the other slide is that this is our vision. Promote district leader. If you don't pass the license, we can do another 3x3 in the next week, which is total of 6 weeks, right? And we can get you as a district leader on paper. On what? On paper. When you got your license, you're gonna be at 50% anyway, yes or no? Yes. But you're not gonna lose those 30 days, right? So we do that, and that worked for us perfectly, guys. So what do you have to do, guys, if you wanna win in this business, is sell a vision to people. If you recruit somebody, this is your RVP. It's not a number, it's not a recruit. It's your what? RVP. So why? Money gonna what? Attract people. But the vision gonna retain and multiply. So what is the vision? I was a truck driver. Yeah, no drone driver, truck driver, okay? Okay, just I'll tell you, when I came the first time to PFN TV, if you see my English now, it's a little bit better, yes or no? Yeah. Don't look at me when I was when I was a division leader, man. They bring me and I say like 20 times. For me to say a truck driver, they say, do it again. You don't hear what you say? I said, no. What you say? Can you say it again? I was a drone driver. Truck driver. So you see, anybody can win in this business. Yes or no? Man, that was me. That's crazy, guys. So this is amazing, guys. I'm gonna show you something. We have a district leader machine in our office, right? And a bonus winning machine in our office. We have Rosendo Rodriguez, Oscar de la Cruz, Luis Santiago, Ana Ferreira, that she's here. She got the ring as a regional leader. Yeah. They are a district leader machine, The bonus, this is like, you see our shop, and it's people, boom, 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 making bonus. It's impossible. It's a culture already, right? You have to make that a culture too, right? I'm gonna show you. Go to the next one, the next slide, right? The next slide, this one. I'm gonna show you something right here. We recruit 15, almost 1,600 people, right? This is our report, a 4 fundamental report, right? And Anita, she came, and I encourage you to watch this report every month, at least 2 or 3 times, and study that report, right? Because they are gonna tell you, from those recruits, how many download the application, right? From there, 76% download the application. And 668, like 42%, participate on the bonus, right? Which is 153 made the bonus, made money. And look how much they made, $103,000 in bonus. Money that I don't have to take out of my package that come from what? From this amazing company to build your business. Hey, this is not something like say yes or no. This is what amazing me, guys. 675, you know, the last one, you know, and this is good because this report is so good that it's gonna tell you how many people you are registered for the school. We was really bad. When Anita take us, you know, believe me, from 1,500, we just registered half, right? So now we register almost everyone, 90%. Let's give a hand to the Giants, man. Amazing job. You see? 75%, we was really bad. People attendance, we was really, oh my God, less than 50%. We bring it up to 75%, right? And 50% passed, and 25%, you know, got the license. 268 license, when 3 years ago, we just had 37 in 1 year. Do you think that is possible, yes or no? Yes. It's that when you see all those home office people, please pay attention. And the last thing is that from those 268 licenses, 104 district leaders. You see, so far in the last 12 months, let me tell you, this is amazing. This company are right now on the move, right? Who want to be, you know, part of the $1 trillion mark, face amount in the next 90 days? Yes or no? It is time. It is time, guys. Let me tell you, for the convention, which is the 50th anniversary, we need to blow that what? That dome. Right here, we need to make history. Yes or no? Yes. And I'm going to leave you with this, you know? Life is hard. Yes, I can hear illegal and Yola, but you know what? God has a plan for me, right? Yes. And let me tell you, change my life, this wonderful company. My wife is here, but my daughter had cancer in 2024 when we came from the convention, and she's healthy now. Yes or no? God has a plan for you, right? Life is hard, and you need to choose, you know, what hard you want, you know? Discipline is hard, but regret is even harder. Choose you hard, yes or no? Building your future is hard, but let me tell you something, stop is really hard. Choose wisely. See you at the top. Thank you so much.
Y'all still with me? Y'all still with me? M.I.T. 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 I told you, your M.I.T. class isn't better than this class. Listen, guys, you gotta take your seat. Listen, we're just gonna kind of close out with you before we graduate this great particular class and kind of talk to you just kind of about the purpose of all this and kind of what happened over the course of this weekend. I really believe that the purpose of M.I.T. is to show a vision to these vice presidents that are going to be the future of the company and to instruct them on the path that needs to be taken for them to be successful and for the company to continue to be successful. You got to understand, historically, Art Williams used to have not only just the newest recruits, but the regional vice presidents. When they got promoted initially, you had to come spend a weekend with Art Williams. And so that has been duplicated today. Glenn has continued that process to make sure that we put our hand on you. We put our imprint on you so that you have the vision and you have the spirit, more importantly, of those that came before you. You see, what happens at M.I.T, Primerica, is at least 10 million-dollar earners instruct the actual particular class. You have to be a million-dollar earner. See, because if you want to become a million-dollar earner, you need to learn from what? Million-dollar earners, right? And so what happens is over the weekend, they're getting real details. But not just about building a business, but also running a business. Things that, see, we want to make sure that you're prepared, that things aren't just going to be jumping up on you that you didn't know about. So along the weekend, man, you had leaders like Chris Koob and Jim Coker that were talking about the real processes, getting an office, having an office manager, right? Chris Koob took the time to make sure you understood the vision. What's the purpose? What are we here to do, right? Chris does such an unbelievable job at that. Byron Chatfield talked about managing your money. He did an amazing job on that. Setting up a PAC, right? All of those sorts of things. They're talking about paying taxes, setting money aside for that. All of the details, your QBI, you know, using things like CRM, all of these things that are going to be crucial for you to run your particular business. You heard from Henry just now. What an amazing job that he did. He talked to you about recruiting directs, building a big base shop so that you can promote RVPs. And listen, Primerica, you build a big base shop not to make money. You build a big base shop to promote RVPs like that are here. I think some of us are forgetting that. It ain't about having the biggest base shop. It's about having the biggest hierarchy. And these leaders are going to be prepared to do just that. We had the legends, Bill Arender, Frances Avrett, Greg Fitzpatrick. Greg Fitzpatrick did a slide. Y'all remember that slide? And it had a map of the United States. Now this fired me up because he said, everywhere you see a pin, and it was like animated. That's where I have a regional vice president. And it was hundreds of pins. Yes, we're going to build assets under management. Yes, we're going to do a big life insurance business. But are you going to have those pins? See, I want the pins because if you got more vice presidents, it's more freedom. Y'all will catch that later on. You see, all of this was said at the beautiful Chateau Elan. Was it beautiful? Oh, just picturesque, just rolling hills and vineyards and all this kind of stuff. The rooms were immaculate, right? These RVPs got wined and dined. And I'm not joking about that. We're going to talk about that for senior leadership meeting. Like, well, hold on now. Now these RVPs, right? These RVPs getting treated well, you know what I mean? But you deserve it. Because what they're trying to show you is, this is what life is supposed to be like. This is what your life is supposed to be like, right? One of the things, this was small RVPs, but inside your kind of welcome gifts, you got 2 books. They got the A.L. Williams Way and Pushing Up People. I want to encourage you at home, if you've not read cover to cover, those 2 books, it is affecting your income and it is affecting your particular business. I believe the best part of M.I.T. is when you get an opportunity to go out to Bobby and Red Buisson's house. Can y'all put y'all's hands together for Bobby and Red Buisson? Bobby and Red Buisson have been hosting M.I.T. classes like y'all for decades. Opening up their actual home. I ain't talking about the barn where the meetings are, their actual home. But that's what Primerica leaders do. And see, you're going to pay that forward in your own local environment. That's how Primerica stays great. Why am I explaining all this to you at home? If you're not a regional vice president, you need to get to regional vice president before we get to the Benz Stadium. If you are a regional vice president, and I told this class, there's going to be some of y'all that have the ability to promote your first regional vice president by the stadium. That would be unbelievable. Here's the thing you got to do. You've got at home, you got to focus on getting there if you're not an RVP, M.I.T, and sending people there if you are one, so that they can get the vision that this great class has been able to do. What is that vision? I think Bill Arender said it best, and maybe it's a cliche today, but that doesn't make it any less true or effective. We got to remember that we've got one thing we're supposed to do. It's build a company within a company. See, you don't want to just build a company, because that's very difficult. It's very expensive, and the rate of success is very low. But when you build a company inside a company, right? Did you hear Henry say that the company had paid his organization $100,000 that he didn't have to pay? That's building a company within a company, right? Paying for the licensing fees, for the life insurance license. Don't be fooled, Primerica, by some of these other little companies that are trying to lure you over, because they ain't gonna pay for those licenses. They ain't gonna give them no field training bonus. They're not gonna have CRM in place for them. They're not gonna have a M.I.T for them. Don't you be fooled. The grass is not greener. It's brown, and in some places black. I'm trying to tell y'all, you're here to build a company inside a company. Yes, you're going to make money. Yes, you need to jump diamonds. Yes, you need to grow all these things. But in the process, did you grow a business? You see, John Addison used to say, we don't need to be instructed as much as we need to be reminded. You see, this class got reminded about what we got to do. We're here to remind you right now. I believe as a company, it's crucial, and we take very seriously at a leadership level, that we got to return to a distribution mindset. And I have forgotten that myself over the last few years. I started over the last few years just being transparent, because I told you, M.I.T, all weekend long, I'm not here to BS you. I transparently have been chasing money over the last few years. I stopped chasing size. And that's not how I got to MDE. That's not how Henry got there. That's not how Frances got there. I had 100 people showing up in my base shop meeting. Not codes. People. An actual human being. We can get caught up in codes, and we need to grow codes. But don't you know we got a bunch of codes that are no longer people? So I focus on that. And because of that, we averaged an $80,000 to $100,000 base shop for 3 years. That's where my hierarchy came from, and I had forgotten that. Now I got 30 people in my meetings, and we do 25 to 30,000. Do you see the correlation? You see, this weekend reminded my wife and I that we got to go build a new 100 people. How about you? Yeah. Do you want 100 people? Yeah. We got to stop thinking as small as big. Forget all this boutique financial services. I got 4 or 5 hardcore guys. They got all their licenses. We can't change our communities with no 2 and 3 and 4 people. We got to focus on getting big. Yeah. Does anybody want to be big? Yeah. You see, we got to go do something significant. We cannot focus solely on money. Now, let's not get it twisted now. We want to go get that money. But it can't be your focus. Your focus has got to be growing team size. Glenn has been preaching from the rooftops, right? Putting all this energy in place with us. And he keeps saying the same thing. Grow the field force. More codes. I'm going to add more field trainers, which lead to more RVPs. We're not going to hit the company goals if we're not collectively focused. Should you grow your assets under management? Yes. Should you have a bigger life business? Yes. But the impact is more people, butts in chairs. That's what we got to do. M.I.T, go ahead and stand with me. Go ahead and stand with me. We're going to get on one accord. Is it okay we get on one accord? Y'all about to graduate here in a minute. Y'all ready to get on one accord? If we grow, the company grows. We get 200,000 codes. We get 50,000 security licenses. We get 1 trillion in face amount. And we blow the roof off of the Benz Stadium next summer. If we grow, say grow. Grow. I'm no longer trying to become a $2 million earner. For years now, I've been like, I got to get to 2 million. I got to get to 2 million. Guess what I got to do? I got to go get, no, I ain't got to go get more people. I got to go get 2,000 people. If I got 2,000 people, I'll make $2 million. Well, Joe, if you know, there's so-and-so just went over 2 million and they don't have, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Because guess what? I can go make 2 million and it doesn't help Primerica. It only helped me. See, I want to grow and help the company. Because where would I be without the company? So if the company's goal is to grow, it's my dadgum job to grow it. Say grow. Grow. Say grow. Grow. And we've been blessed for so many years now to have a CEO that is completely focused on that one thing. He ain't telling us, oh, go write the most personal premium. Go roll over the most money. He kept us focused on one dadgum thing. And that's for us to grow. Say grow. Grow. You got an opportunity now to give your appreciation for the leader of this company that tirelessly gives time and time again at the home office early, staying late at night. The numbers that he has created during his time here, leading, have been unprecedented. And he ain't slowing down. He ain't satisfied. He's serious about this decade of dominance. So I want y'all to put your hands together and bring your CEO, the awesome, the unbelievable Glenn Williams.
So much. Thank you. Thank y'all very much. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate that. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, everyone. What an incredible 3 days this has been together. The 45th M.I.T. has been a special one, right or wrong? And I know it's a great event. I'm going to have y'all to have your seats for just a minute. But I know it's a great event but it's because of great people like you. We have had such great leaders that I'm so confident about our future that all of you are here and all of you are focused on your future. But I got a question for you, 45th class of M.I.T. As a result of being here, how many of you believe that the M.I.T. experience has begun a transformation to make you an even more successful leader than you were when you got here? How many believe that? How many believe that? Well, if you believe that, this is an opportunity for you to show that appreciation to all the $1 million earners that poured themselves into you, to all of your home office and head office teammates that made this event happen. If you appreciate them, give them a hand right now. Would you do that? Give them a hand right now if you would. It's a great team. They're a great team. We're so blessed. I don't know of any other organization where leaders pour themselves into leaders like we're blessed with here at Primerica. You know, I take this responsibility to be the very first voice you hear at the beginning of M.I.T. and the very last voice you hear at the end of M.I.T. I take that very seriously. And I want to give you a charge today as new RVPs that you can take action on. But I know we got thousands and thousands watching today, and you're not at M.I.T., I understand that. Maybe you're not yet a regional vice president. You just heard Joe's challenge to get there before the convention next year. But what would be more profitable to you, viewer, than thinking like an RVP starting today, even before you get to RVP? And we've got thousands of RVPs watching right now that weren't part of M.I.T. What would be better for you? To think like a brand new RVP, to have the excitement level, the commitment level, the vision that these brand new RVPs have. See, I think this message works for everybody. So today, in just a few minutes, I want to leave you 4 challenges that you can take action on when you leave. An action plan to leave M.I.T. And it's pretty simple, it's pretty straightforward, and it's going to echo a lot of what you've heard over the last several days. The first thing I want you to do when you leave here is make more money. All in favor of that one? Okay. I usually don't have many objections to that one. Leave here and make more money. You are building a business. You are not building a nonprofit educational institution. You're not just out there spreading the word, teaching people things. You are building a business. And what you've learned here can enable you to fully activate your RVP contract. Do you remember what we said about the RVP contract? It's designed to be a minimum $100,000 a year leadership position, a minimum. And we had 32 incredible leaders that arrived here already over 100,000. Your leader already over $500,000. We know it works. In fact, we said that RVP is the answer to the question I'm getting everybody to ask today. At Primerica, where's the money? At RVP. You're exactly the right place. And we learned what I call the rule of 30. If you want to give yourselves a $100,000 a year raise, as an RVP in this room or an RVP that ought to be thinking like an SVP, NSD, and SNSD, adding 30 licensed reps to your base shop increases your cash flow by $100,000 a year. Add 60, that's $200,000 a year. Add 90, that's $300,000 a year. Folks, that's how this business works. You got to leave here and know the rules so that you can apply the rule of 30 and make more money. Team size is not the only factor, but it's one of the most important factors in your success. So that's the first challenge. The second challenge, save more money. Yes. Not just make more money, save more money. Listen to me. Earning income will not necessarily make you a financially independent family. The crap that you buy with your income and post a photo of on social media definitely won't make you an financially independent family. But what can change the course of history for your family is the team that you build at Primerica. It's the assets that you build. It's the business that you build at Primerica. If you're going to make sure that you make a difference, you got to not just make the money, you got to save the money. Let me give you some practical steps to save money. The first thing you ought to do is you ought to save your income. How many know what the money accumulation plan is? MAP. It's the automatic deduction from your compensation. TV audience, you can do the same thing. Automatically deducted, great way to put money aside to pay your taxes, to save money, to give for your giving. Accumulate money automatically through the MAP program. Number 2 is you ought to qualify RVPs for equity, touched on this on Saturday, every single quarter. The rules for the equity program at Primerica are the clearest coaching on how to build a business. If you're earning equity every quarter, you're doing it the right way. You're building a profitable and sustainable business at Primerica. Qualify for equity every quarter. Qualify for ownership. Yeah, the $100,000 ring is great, but the $300,000 level is full ownership, where now you have an asset that not only will benefit you, but you can pass down to your family for generations to come. Make sure when you leave here, you make more money and you save more money. Number 3 is lead the Primerica way. How many know what the Primerica way is? Primerica's values. If you don't know what it is, just go out sometime and just go type in theprimericaway.com. It gives you that introduction, the 8 values at Primerica Way, our purpose, and it's guidance on how to lead your business. You see, I want you to be successful, but I want you to be a leader of character that builds a team of character. How you do it is important. You can't just leave a mess in your path. You've got to make sure that you build a business that has the right culture. That's what the Primerica way is all about. It defines our culture as an organization. You have the right environment. Your team has the right character as well, because their character is determined by your character. That's right. Your team is going to act just like you act. And so if you want a team of character, you've got to start by being a leader of character. It's about more than this month's bonus. It's about more than this contest. It's about the next 5 years, the next 10 years, the next generation, and generations to follow. That's the kind of thinking you need to have when you lead the Primerica way. So that's 3. Make more money, save more money, lead the Primerica way, and the last one is to maximize your leadership impact. The RVP role is about leadership, and leadership is influence. Influencing people to do the good things they wouldn't ordinarily do if you hadn't intervened in their lives is what your job is. It's to make others better. It's just what Joe was just talking about. It's the impact on people. You see, after M.I.T, you must be a different leader than the leader you were when you arrived. And when you get home, the change has got to be noticeable. If you go home and your people see the same leader that they sent to Atlanta for M.I.T, you failed. It's time to be a different leader. A leader with a bigger vision, a leader taking bolder action, a leader with more urgency and intensity than ever before. You see, the bottom line is don't wait until you're $1 million earner to lead like $1 million earner. Start doing it today. And to send you off with the highest possible level of confidence, it's my privilege to ask the 45th class of M.I.T to stand right now, to take your M.I.T hat and put that on as I read you your charge and the tossing of the hat. So here we go. By my authority as CEO of Primerica, I hereby declare this 45th class as graduates of Millionaires in Training and fully qualified to claim your future as millionaires. Where's the money at Primerica? It's at RVP. And that ought to excite you more than anything else today.
You are a person that has an extraordinary opportunity. You are an RVP. Let's go maximize our profits. Let's go win.
Build a business, we got to run a business at the exact same time.
You want to build leaders, you treat them like leaders, so they'll act like leaders.
You cannot stop. This is your chance right now.
A shot at doing something that could change your family for generations.
Stay in an environment conducive to winning to help your belief. You will never outperform your belief level.